Welcome back. Today we're uncovering the ancient roots of our modern world. When you think of innovation, you might picture smartphones or electric cars, but many everyday essentials trace back to ancient China. This civilization was the Silicon Valley of its era, sparking inventions that still shape our lives. We'll count down 10 Chinese breakthroughs that changed history, from paper to the compass, and see how they spread worldwide. By the end, you'll see your daily routine in a whole new light. Let's dive in. Let's start with paper, so basic yet revolutionary. Before paper, people wrote on bamboo, silk, or even turtle shells, expensive, heavy, and exclusive. In 105 AD, Kai Lun perfected papermaking using bark, hemp, and rags, making writing cheap and accessible. Suddenly, knowledge could be recorded, shared, and preserved like never before. Paper transformed government, education, and communication, fueling a more connected society. The invention spread along the Silk Road, reaching the Middle East and Europe, sparking the Renaissance and Enlightenment. Every book, notebook, and letter owes a debt to this ancient innovation. Next time you jot a note, remember, it all started in China. Paper didn't just change China, it changed the world. That's the power of a simple sheet. On to the next game changer. With paper came a new problem. Copying by hand was slow and tedious. Enter woodblock printing in the 7th century. Carve a page, ink it, press, and you've got instant copies. This made books and information more available than ever. Then in the 11th century, Bi Sheng invented movable type, individual clay characters that could be rearranged and reused. Printing became faster, cheaper, and more flexible, boosting literacy and spreading ideas. This technology laid the groundwork for mass communication centuries before Gutenberg's press. Libraries, newspapers, and education as we know them all trace back to these early innovations. Printing didn't just preserve knowledge, it multiplied it. The written word became truly powerful. China's printing revolution changed how humanity learns. Imagine a world without it. Let's keep going. Picture ancient sailors lost at sea, relying on stars and luck. The Chinese compass changed everything. First used for feng shui, it was a lodestone spoon on bronze, always pointing south. By the Song dynasty, it became a navigational tool. Magnetized needles floating in water, guiding ships through darkness and storms. The compass revolutionized exploration and trade, letting Chinese fleets dominate distant seas. When it reached Europe, it launched the Age of Discovery. Columbus and Magellan owe their journeys to this simple invention. The compass literally pointed the way to our globalized world. Next up, an explosive breakthrough. Gunpowder, born from a quest for immortality, ended up changing warfare forever. 9th century alchemists mixed sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter, accidentally creating a substance that exploded. At first it was for fireworks, but soon it powered fire lances, grenades, and bombs. The knowledge spread west, transforming armies and toppling castles. Gunpowder ended the age of knights and ushered in the era of cannons and muskets. What started as a search for eternal life became a force that redrew the world's map. Sometimes the biggest changes come from happy accidents. Let's move from fire to fabric. Silk is next. Silk, luxurious, mysterious, and the engine of a global trade network. The Chinese mastered sericulture, raising silkworms and spinning shimmering threads into coveted fabric. For centuries, the secret of silk was guarded under penalty of death. Silk became currency, status, and the reason for the Silk Road. Eventually, the secret leaked out, but China's monopoly lasted for ages. Silk connected East and West, fueling commerce and cultural exchange. It wasn't just cloth, it was a symbol of civilization. Now let's talk about the world's fanciest dishes. Porcelain, China's white gold. Perfected during the Tang dynasty, porcelain was strong, translucent, and beautiful. Made from kaolin and patunci, fired at high temperatures, it became a sensation at home and abroad. Europeans were obsessed, trying for centuries to copy it. Porcelain was a status symbol, a trade powerhouse, and a technological marvel. For 1,000 years, China led the world in fine ceramics. Even today, we call our best dishes China. From the table to the tectonic, let's talk earthquakes. Next, the world's first seismograph. Earthquakes struck fear in ancient China, but Zhang Heng brought science to the rescue. In the 2nd century AD, he invented the world's first seismograph, a bronze vessel with dragon heads and toads. When a quake hit, a ball dropped, showing the direction of the tremor. This let the imperial court respond quickly to disasters, saving lives and resources. Zhang Heng's device turned superstition into science. It was the first step toward understanding our restless planet. Now, from healing the earth to healing the body, acupuncture, 2,000 years of healing with needles. Based on balancing qi or life energy, acupuncture uses fine needles to restore health. It treats pain and illness by targeting specific points along the body's meridians. Once dismissed in the West, it's now recognized for its effectiveness, especially for chronic pain. Millions worldwide use acupuncture, a testament to ancient Chinese medical wisdom. Sometimes the simplest tools have the deepest impact. Next, let's forge ahead. Literally, iron changed the world, but China took it further. By the 4th century BC, they built blast furnaces to melt iron, not just hammer it. This let them cast tools, weapons, and even bridges, mass production, centuries ahead of Europe. Cast iron boosted agriculture, warfare, and infrastructure, powering a mighty empire. The ability to shape iron at will was a true superpower. China's iron mastery set the stage for industrial revolutions to come. Now let's roll into our final invention. The wheelbarrow, simple, brilliant, and a labor revolution. Invented during the Han Dynasty, its central wheel let one person move heavy loads with ease. It transformed farming, construction, and military logistics, multiplying human effort. China's design was so efficient, Europe didn't catch up for 1,000 years. Sometimes the most powerful inventions are the ones we overlook. 10 inventions, one incredible legacy. Let's wrap up. 10 ancient Chinese inventions, 10 ways they shaped our world. From paper to the wheelbarrow, their legacy is everywhere. Innovation isn't new, it's timeless, and curiosity drives it forward. We stand on the shoulders of these giants every day. If you enjoyed this journey, subscribe, and stay tuned for more amazing stories from history. Thanks for watching. See you next time.